Hello, hello, hello. How are you guys doing today? Happy Sunday. Okay, I have to tell you, I came out here and Steve the squirrel is in the tree. He's perched. He was hanging down from the limb trying to get into the bird feeder when I came out here. And as soon as I came out, he just stopped. And then he got back up in the limb and he's perched in the limb. So while I'm doing my time and temperature check, I'm going to turn the camera around to show you guys because he is like going in and out of the one bird feeder that's now sitting sideways in the tree. It's completely empty. It's sitting sideways in the tree. The finch, the finch feeder is completely filled with birds right now. And I think he's waiting for me to like get back to normal so that he can go back trying to hang upside down from the limb. But for the last 2 or 3 days, I've been trying to show this to you guys. So I'm going to turn the camera back around while I'm doing the time and temperature check and starting this vlog. So I'm going to turn it around and I'm going to focus it on Steve. And I'm hoping that he will hang from the limb. You guys have to see it. It's the cutest thing in the entire world. Let me put my glasses, my phone over here. I just got some coffee. Oh, he's laying in the branch now. We'll wait a second. Hold on. So the current time, we just got back from brunch, is 3:34 p.m. I did bring some coffee back for me from brunch today, but it's hot, and it is hot out here today because we were coming back. I think the temperature was like 87 or something in the car. I said, it is so hot today. It is, yeah, it's 87 degrees outside, and it says it feels like it's 94. It's very, very warm. But the coffee today, I was so excited, was blueberry crumble, which is like one of my favorites. So it's sitting in the kitchen because I was like, I don't think I could sit out this heat and have hot coffee. So I poured myself a little bit of iced coffee to sit out here and vlog with you guys on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. Okay, I want to turn it around, but it looks like he's trying to go in. I almost kind of have to show you guys. Oh, he is. Yes, he is. He's going into the bird feeder right now. You can see. He has so much fun on this bird feeder. Hold on a second. This car is about to drive by. Okay. I don't know if you can see it, but see the bird feeder that's like, hold on. The bird feeder that's like, okay, do you see that one right there? Okay, he's getting ready to go into that one right there. Do you see how it's sitting like sideways? Okay, that's his tail. Like behind the green one right in front, that's his, do you see him? That's his little tail hanging out. And he's getting ready to go inside. And you can see how the wooden one is sitting sideways in the tree. So he puts his paws on the branch and then he goes inside of it, but I don't think there's any food left in it. So I don't know what he's doing. But then what he does is he goes over here over to the other side and he hangs off the branch and dangles down. He is so hilarious, you guys. I'm like, this little squirrel makes me so happy. So let's see what he's doing while I'm talking. What are you doing, Steve? You gonna go in the house? You trying to figure out what you're gonna do, bud? I wish I had a closer view up there. You guys, last night, I was so convinced that my water bowl that is sitting down on the ground underneath the tree, if you can see it underneath there, I was so convinced that the water bowl was doing absolutely nothing, and then I was sitting out here last night, I think it was when I was talking to Nikki on the phone, and there was literally a bunny drinking out of the water bowl. I was like, oh my god, there was a bunny literally just, oh, whoa. My favorite neighbors were getting ready to walk by. My favorite neighbor. Hey, how are you?
Hi, Peter, how are you doing?
Good, it's good to see you. Where's he at? Did he move? No, he's still there. Now, if you don't know, Steve has a sister named Shirley, but she's a little bit smaller than Steve. Oh, he's looking out at us right now. He's trying to figure out his next move. What are you going to do, Steve? Isn't he so funny? So yeah, we just got back from brunch. We had a fantastic brunch. I want to see what he's going to do. I got to put this all over so if he goes and hangs down, you guys can see him. I just have to tell you what makes me so happy is just sitting here watching them. And I think like, oh, there he goes. Okay. Oh, is it going down the tree? And just like thinking like what's in his little mind. Like, should I go down? Should I go up? Should I go down? If he goes over and drinks in the water bowl, you guys, you're going to see Peter so happy that he's drinking out of the water bowl, but he's not. He's eating. Hold on. He's heading over to the water bowl. Oh no, he just ran away because somebody came out in the yard. All right, well, that's that for Steve for a while, because somebody's walking down the street. It's Tiger. I know it's not Tiger. Hey, how are you? Good, it's good to see you. Lots of people walking on this hot day. I was just reading through comments on my vlog, and somebody said, this is like, this type of comment is one of the comments that makes me the happiest. I don't know why. Because I think it reminds me so much of like Alex and I. But somebody said, I'm gonna read through some comments later. But somebody said something to the effect of like, my husband just walked in the room and said, what are you watching? Because I was just talking about bird feeders or something like that. Like, why are you watching this guy just talk about bird feeders? I don't know, it just cracked me up so bad, or so much. But anyway, so I gotta take off my shoes. I got these suede. These are my favorite Birkenstocks, this color. If you've never bought a Birkenstock before, I bought these for Alex, I think for Valentine's Day too, but I had these from last summer. This is my favorite. Somebody told me like, who was I talking to when they were asking me, and they said, like when they get kind of like worn down, they get this is not like when you buy them, they don't look like this on the inside. They get kind of worn down and stuff like that. And I said all of my Birkenstocks look like that. My clogs, through the years, my first pair of Birkenstock ever was literally these. I think these are the Arizonas. That's what the style is. And they were, not this color, but they were suede, and they were green suede. I'm thinking about maybe getting another pair of them, just to remind myself of like my very first pair, which I think would have been, it was either the summer after I graduated from high school, or was this the summer or two before I graduated. I can't remember. I was in high school, but I think I still have them in the basement. I have a big box of like some clothes and some shoes and stuff from like when I was younger. I actually haven't gone through it in a while. I think these might be in the very bottom of them. But I also kind of have a recollection of the last time that I looked. I thought they were there, and they were not. So anyway, I was also looking for some Doc Martens that I forgot. Like, as I was looking through the box, I was like, I swore they were in this box. And as I was looking through the box, I remembered that I had loaned them to a friend of mine for drag talent when I was like 30 years old or something, like 26. I don't know. But anyway, I never got those Doc Martens back. But that's beside the point. So anyway, yeah, I loved that comment that somebody left. But I'll get to some of the comments in just a second. So we just got back from brunch, and I didn't really know what I wanted. I knew last night, because when I was sitting there watching shows last night, I was so hungry. And so this was good. One of the things I brought back from the Greek restaurant the other day was that I had a Greek side salad, which the side salad there was so humongous, I can't imagine what a main salad would be like. Because it was literally like it had tomato in it, but like tomato was like a tomato cut in fours. Like, that's how big the tomato pieces were. And like there was like this big huge piece of feta just sitting on top of it. And there was like these olives. It was so fantastic. But anyway, so I hardly ate any of the side salad, and I brought the whole thing home. So I have it. It's just basically vegetables with like Greek salad dressing on it and some feta cheese. But anyway, Alex loves feta cheese. He keeps on going in there and like nibbling off the feta cheese. So last night I was so hungry. What is this? Am I getting a delivery? I'm getting a delivery, I think. Is this a delivery for me or for across the street? So anyway, late, I don't know. I can't tell yet. It's either a delivery for us, or I'm like, did I order anything? I don't think I ordered anything. But late last night I got really hungry, and so I went and I got that. See, that was healthy to have vegetables late at night. It was kind of like my cucumbers and the vinegar, which I keep on forgetting to do every week. I also forgot to buy, we're out of carrots because I got rid of them before we went on vacation because I didn't want them to like be in the refrigerator and get bad. And I was almost out of them anyway. So I'm out of carrots, and I wanted to buy some like lettuce and some stuff for the bunny rabbits late at night. Like, what's going on here with this delivery situation? I'm confusion. So, got up today and went to brunch. It's just like this delivery truck sitting right out in front of our house, but it's like just has no signs on it or anything like that. It's just like a white like van delivery truck. I'm like, is this for us? And the guy's just like sitting, it's like, I guess this is for us. Hold on, I'll be back in 2 and 2. Okay, I'm back. It was for Alex. Alex has started to order all of these suits for all these different weddings that we have to go to. Because he's like, well, I want to try them on, and I want if I have to send them back. So I think he got a suit from Zara and a suit from like ASOS. He's trying on all these different suits. So, because we've got 4 weddings. I think we've got one in September, one in October. But then he's got like things on the side. Like we were talking today at brunch. I was like, what do you have this week? And he has a birthday dinner on Thursday, which is not husbands and boyfriends. He was like, is that okay? I was like, it's totally fine. It's totally fine. Y'all go have a good time. And then on Friday, they're doing like a work meeting all day long at his friend's house, who she lives real close to us. He ran over there last night for an hour. And I went to high school with her husband. So, but they have a pool. It's like a really nice backyard. And he's like, we're doing like all day meetings there. I go, so you're just basically sitting by the pool? He's like, yeah. I go, okay. And then he's like, but you're welcome to come to that. I was like, an all day meeting, but no, I don't want to. That's, you go have fun. I can go to the pool up here and sit with the old neighbors. And then, we do have something next weekend. We have 2 things, like, anyway. But he's got these weddings coming up. Oh, no, he's got is the bridal shower next weekend or the weekend after? I can't remember. He's talking about this bridal shower because he's helping, helping his friend's stepmom with the bridal shower, like the games and stuff like that. And I was kind of surprised where the bridal shower is at. I'll tell you guys after about it, but it's really, really nice. It's like one of my favorite places. And I was like, oh, that's such a cute place for a bridal shower. He's like, yeah, don't you think? So anyway, so he's got all kinds of bridal stuff going on. He's got all kinds of bridal stuff going on. But anyway, I feel like I'm kind of like, Steve has really distracted me from this vlog. It's all Steve's fault. It's all Steve the Squirrel. You know, actually, do you guys remember, you know that artist that I love, that Kristen, I can't think of her name, but anyway, she does like all the drawings of like the little houses that are under the ground and stuff like that. I love her so much. And so on Instagram, what's her name? Let me look her up really quick on Instagram. So do you remember last year, I bought a couple of her, hold on a second, let me look her up and see. Kristen, here it is. Christina Kimenakova. I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right at all, but I love her. Okay, so, like, this is one of the, I bought her prints and stuff like that. She draws these, like, little pictures of these houses under the ground and stuff like that. I love these so much. So do you remember I bought, like, Mare just sent me a message. Hey, Mare. Do you remember I bought, like, 2 of her prints, and then I bought, like, this notebook. Everything's handmade, and I love that. And so, so I love all of her stuff. Well, her notebooks that I bought, do you remember I bought, like, it's like a leather-bound notebook? Like, it's, like, woven with, like, this leather lace. So it's sitting, I think I have 2 of the notebooks. It's sitting on our, like, we have, like, this, like, table with our, where we keep our sunglasses and stuff, like, outside of our bedroom on the landing. And it's just been sitting there for, like, a year. And I haven't really known what to do with it. And in all honesty, because I know that this will be the one thing that people are like, you should do this with it, and you should do that. Okay, the pages are this big. It's not like I can do, like, extensive journal entries into it, and I don't love to journal write anyway. It's not, like, one of my favorite things. I used to back in the day, but I don't really love it anymore. Vlogging has kind of replaced journaling for me to some degree. Well, not, like, super personal journaling, but, you know. So anyway, I always am like, what do I want to do with that notebook? Because I want it to be something, like, I don't want to just, like, use it to, like, do daily notes in it. I have all kinds of scrap paper and Post-it notes and stuff like that for it. But I want to do something that's meaningful with it, right? So last night, I was telling Alex, about Steve the Squirrel. And I was like, oh my God, that's what I should do with this notebook. Is that I should keep it down here. And then anytime I name one of the animals, I should write down, like, Shorty the Duck, Steve the Squirrel, because a year from now, I'm not going to remember these animals. For example, if you remember, do you remember the birds that lived in the nest up there? Okay. And the baby bird that wouldn't leave the nest, do y'all remember what his name is? Let me give you a hint. There's a squirrel named after him this year. His name was Steve. Do you guys remember that? And I did a whole video, and Boo Radley called him his little baby brother, Steve. Do you guys remember that? Let me see if I can find the video. I was upset. People, like, it's so funny to me that people are like, I mean, I love it, don't get me wrong. People are like, oh my God, Peter, like, loves the nature and the birds and stuff. Well, do y'all not remember the nest it was on top of that thing up there, the carriage light, years ago? Let me see if I can find this video. I made this whole video. I think I may have, like, uploaded it somewhere. Videos. Radio kill the video. Video kill the radio star. Okay. Let's see. Where is the bird video? Oh, here they are. Look at all the babies. They're so hungry. Look at all the babies. They're so hungry. So that was how it started. And then I put this whole video together because...
Hey, Boo. Where's your baby brother, Steve? Boo! Boo! Hey, Boo.
So I put this whole video together. I don't know if you guys remember this. It's so funny. Is this it? I think this is it. Hold on. If you guys have never seen this premiere.
Steve? I told you, don't even worry about it. I'm my own person.
Okay,
well,
here it is.
He? We're traveling. Where's your baby brother, Steve? I told you, don't even worry about it. I'm my own person. Well, where is he? We're traveling around the world. Don't even worry about it. I'm taking him out of this hellhole. Quit following me around with that camera. I don't like the paparazzi. You know I'm a famous person. Boo Radley, I'm just trying to... Hey, I'm having a spa day here. I'm gonna take my baby brother Steve on. We're gonna have a spa day. Boo Radley.
Oh my Lord! Look at all the babies. They're so hungry. There's Steve in the background. He wants some worms. There's Lois. Hey, Lois. Oh, Lois. I forgot about her.
Louie.
Louie.
There's Linda. She seems like she's asleep right now. Hey, Linda. How are you doing now?
Steve said, "Where's Boo Radley? I'm ready to play." Lois said, "Who is this person up here right now? Why are you bothering us?"
I want to see my baby brother Steve. Where is he?
Aww.
Steve. I want to see my baby brother Steve. Where's your baby brother Steve? I told you, don't even worry about it. Why are you following me around with that camera? I don't like the paparazzi. Boo Radley, where is he? I'm about to rescue him out of this hellhole. Don't even worry about it. We're our own people. We're going to go to Hawaii and eat pineapples. We're going to snorkel. You are. We're going to Texas and we're going to do the boot, scoot, and boogie and get in the rodeo. You are? Boo Radley. He's my baby brother. He's my baby brother, not yours. Leave me alone. Where's your baby brother, Steve? I told you, don't even worry about it.
I forgot all about that. Little guy. So that was, I don't even know when that was. Oh God, I didn't even look it up to see. I love that sound. I don't know why. It's not, a plane does not equal summer, but that sound for me, sitting out here with the birds chirping or something, just reminds me of summer. When was that? I need to look that up and see how long ago that was. The original bird video was 2019. That was 6 years ago. You know what's so strange about that is that, like, Pee-Pee's in these videos too. Like this is Pee-Pee, like, this was a month before.
Sit. Baby, I don't know what it is. What do you want, sweetie? Sit. Sit. Sit, honey. Why are you crying? What do you want? Do you want? What is it, honey? What do you want? What is it? Baby, what's wrong? Is it too quiet?
He is my best friend. I love Pee-Pee so much. Oh, here he is, Russ. Run. He used to... Oh.
What are you doing? What are you doing? Huh? Are you roughhousing? What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you roughhousing? Are you being crazy, dog?
Aww. What's crazy about that is that was like April, May of 2019. And then Pee-Pee passed away that December, which is so strange. So strange. I'm really missing having a dog in this house. Like, I'm really... This week it's been really, really hard. I've talked to Alex a lot about it this week. I mean, he's always really supportive. He's like... he's like, babe, whenever you're ready. He's like, you know, whenever you're ready. I don't know. I was talking to Nikki about this, I think last night. It's like, I feel like I'm ready. I'm a, you know, it's like a spiritual the way that I define my spirituality is like I look for, you know, like I love like signs or lessons, and I talk to my higher power and things like that, and I feel like I'll just know it, you know? Like, I'll feel like I'll just know, like, the time is right, this dog is right, this is right. And, I don't know, but it's just really taken a toll on me this week. I've really, really missed having the dogs a lot this week. A lot. I love seeing, like, the squirrels and stuff, and it's just completely different, you know? Anyway. Where did I start this? I don't even know where I'm at now. Starting with this vlog. I think I'm like 20 minutes into this vlog. I don't even know where I'm at. Anyway. So we got up today, and we went and had brunch. I'm kind of moving past that, because to be really honest with you, talking about the dogs gets me really, really sad. And I just don't want to be sad today, you know? I don't think there's anything wrong with being sad. I feel sad a lot. I think you guys know that. I'm having this has been such a great weekend. This has been such a good weekend. And I've had some moments this weekend where I've just really, really, like, missed the dogs. Alex and I have talked a lot about it, and it just takes me from here to here. And there's not anything that I can do about it. The dogs are not coming back. I don't know when the next dog is going to step into our lives, and, so, I don't know. It's just kind of like a waiting game at this point, you know? And, until that happens, I don't. You know, it's interesting because, like, when, like, I look back on my life, and I think that there are moments where, at whatever age you're at, I think it's a different question at whatever age you're at. You know, it's like, somebody said to you, like, what's missing from your life? Like, if I ask you that question today, like, what's missing from your life, right? There's been times in my life where I thought, well, if I had a fulfilling career or job, you know? And then there were times where I had a fulfilling career and job, and I didn't feel that way. But it was always like something was missing from my life, right? Instead of just being content, instead of just being like, I have, like, my life is pretty good, like, I'm very happy, right? When I was in a relationship, I always wanted to be in a relationship. If you had asked me, like, what's the one thing missing from your life? I'm like, if I just had a loving relationship, or if I just, you know, had this, or just had that, right? And, I don't know, I think because I just always had it until Boo. I mean, I was thinking about this last night. I was like, Boo passed in October, like right before Halloween, right? So, I mean, we're coming up on a year. This is the longest I have ever gone in my life without having, like, a pet companion. Sleep next to me, be in the home with me, take care of. I mean, this is the longest by a landslide. By a long time. This is the longest I've gone without having a pet, a dog. And, I don't know that I would have said, like, the one thing I feel like is missing from my life is, like, a pet companion. Because I think I took it for granted when I had pets, you know, and they were always here. I don't know that I took it for granted. Like, I really appreciated them. I mean, I loved them. I mean, you guys know. You saw my relationship with my dogs, and I've seen people's relationship with their pets. And I know people love their pets and their dogs and stuff like that. And their cats and whatever they have. But I don't know that I really... There were moments. I never took them for granted. I just don't know that I ever really, truly understood what a deep soul connection I had. And really, I think other ways that those relationships, like, really impacted me in a positive way. Like, I really think that the dogs really helped a lot with my anxiety. I talked to Alex about this today at brunch. I was like, I have got to... This week I've talked to my therapist about, I mean, we're going on a year of this anxiety. And it's not every day. It's today. I woke up with a lot of anxiety, where I felt like I was coming out of my skin. Last night when I took a nap, I woke up, I felt 10 times worse than I did this morning. I felt like I just almost couldn't get out of bed. Then there's 2 days, and I don't really even talk about it that much over here anymore because I've just kind of learned to live with it. It doesn't last throughout the day. I wouldn't say like when I'm watching shows that, like, I would watch shows late at night and like the anxiety would kind of like, it would last for like 2 or 3 hours while I was watching a show. Like I just could not feel comfortable. It's not like that anymore. So I don't know. Like I don't know if it's just going to go away, but I feel like I need to talk to my doctor and I need to talk to my therapist because it's just not going away. It's definitely not anywhere near as bad. I mean, I would say it's on a scale of 1 to 10 when it started. I mean, I don't know what severe anxiety looks like, but I wouldn't define what I had at the beginning of severe anxiety. I would say it was probably at a 7, 6, maybe 7. And at the worst days, a 7. But that wouldn't last all day long. It would last a couple hours. And I think now it's probably consistently. There's never a day that I wake up that I don't feel anxiety about something. But that to me feels different than the physical manifestation of anxiety. And I think what I'm starting to realize is for a very long time in my life, I've lived with a lot of anxiety. I just don't know that I knew how to put words to it, if that makes sense. I think I have anxiety about things that most people don't have anxiety about, that I thought was normal. If anybody resonates with that statement, let me know. Because I think that's the one thing I've started to understand about anxiety that I didn't think I knew. And therapy's really helped me with that. And talking to other people that have had therapy has helped me with that. That what I thought was just normal, right? Like everybody has, like this is just a stress response, right? When I talk to other people, what I do with it, my reaction to things that other people, like what was I talking to? Nikki and I were talking last night. We were talking about medical anxiety and we were talking about some situation. I can't remember. She said, or this. I said, or that. And then it's just like, that's what happens as I start spiraling, right? I think like, it's like definitely with the tools in my toolbox and therapy and, inventory, couldn't think of the word for a second, as much as I've done in my life. And books and nature and peace and everything like that. I think it's much better now than it was. But I don't think that my response, I don't like the word normal because I think then that indicates that there's something abnormal about it. When I think it's how I'm wired differently than other people. Which I think how I'm wired is how a lot of people are wired. I just think when I talk to other people, and then people will be like, well, just let that go, or why does that bother you? Like, my inability to do that over the years, I think is my natural response to things that, what I would say, stress me out, is really, which I minimized to being stress me out, is really anxiety that I have felt on a daily basis for a very long time about other things that other people just wouldn't really pay much attention to, or it wouldn't bother them the way that it would bother me. And I don't know that I really noticed it until Boo was gone. And I think that he just was such a calming force. Tucker was such a calming force. Pee-Pee was such a calming force, taking care of them. I think the whole role of taking care of a living creature, being responsible for that, I think it gave me purpose throughout the day. I think all of that, I think that then after that was when I couldn't not look at it. And then I think it physically manifested in the form of where I felt like I was shaking from the inside out. But this has been too long now. And so now when I talk to other people, it's like when they'll say stuff about their anxiety, I'm like, oh, I totally relate to that. But that's how I felt 15, 20, 30 years ago to stuff. So what you're telling me is that what I was minimizing as, because other people would do this to me. People would be like, why are you stressing out about that? And I'd be like, yeah, why are you stressing out about that? Well, what I look at now is that what I was stressing out about, that other people would say, and then I would minimize it to myself in my head. Like, don't stress out about that. This is stupid. Why are you doing this? Why are you doing that? Right? Which really, my body's, it was anxiety, I think. And so now this has been going on too long. And, I've got to talk to my therapist about it. I've got to talk to my doctor in conjunction with that and just be like, this is not, it's just been going on too long that I can't continue to live like this. I'm waking up tired. I'm like, on the days that it hits me in the morning, it takes me a very long time to get out of bed. Some days I don't have it at all and I feel fantastic. Other days, my neighbor is across the street, and I swear to God, she is watering these plants with a little... Are you watering that with a little water bottle?
Well, I don't want to throw the water away.
Well, that's lazy.
So I put water in my...
She's this little water bottle she's got out of her car. She's like, I didn't want to throw the water away. I guess it's useful, isn't it? So anyway, I got to talk to my therapist and my doctor about this because... Oh, people are going to the pool and stuff. There's too many, there's too many, like, good solutions out there, you know, I just can't continue to do this. I can't continue to live this way. And like I said, if anything, I think that since Boo Radley's passed away and me dealing with this anxiety has served is that I think I have learned a lot of natural ways to deal with anxiety. Like, the days that I walk, and I walk for a long time, I mean, none of this is life, like... Woo, Peter figured something out. A little bird. I mean, this is stuff people have said. I mean, exercise, we know, helps with, like, mental health issues, anxiety, and stuff like that. It doesn't take it away, but it helps with it, right? The days that I walk, I always feel 10 times better that night and the next day. Always. And, like, this has been a very slow walking week for me. So, my goal is, starting tomorrow to get back into the walking thing. Because I always feel better when I walk. I think when we have trips that we have looked forward to, whether they're 6 months away or not, we have no trips planned right now. Not the gardening, but, you know, the plants and the birds and nature, that, like, really helps me. Reading slows my mind down. Prayer and meditation really helps me a lot. I don't know, it's just, all kinds of people are going up to the pool today. So... I think I've learned some I think I've learned some natural reactions to ways to minimize stress. Not minimize stress, to minimize, I don't even know that I have the good words to use about it. To minimize anxiety. But I just feel like there has to be something more. You know, like, when I wake up, like Alex has said that I have, like, a look on my face. He can see it. Like, and he just like, kind of like, you know, and he's just very sweet. He'll just, like, take my arm, you know, in his and whatever, and he'll be like, are you okay? He can tell, like, instantly when I wake up. You know, and I think, like, I've gotten better at communicating that. Like, throughout the week, he's not here when I get up, but, like, on the weekends and stuff, like today I said to him, I said, I need a couple minutes. It's going to be a little bit of a slow start today. It's not like I'm so rattled I can't get out of bed. It's just, I kind of wake up in the state of, like, I don't know where I am, and I'm like, and I feel like I'm shaking from the inside out, and it's almost kind of like you come right out of, the only way I can explain it is, like, it's almost kind of like you come, like, right out of a nightmare. And, by the way, since I was fixing my ring, somebody said something to me in a video the other day, they go, where's your wedding band? I think I've made it pretty clear, pretty please. The only time I ever wear my wedding band, I don't wear it in the house. The only time I ever wear it is if I go out of the house, if I leave. If I go to a meeting, if I go with Caroline, if we go out to dinner, if we go out to brunch, if we go to some event, if we go on vacation. On vacation, like, somebody asked us that this week. They were like, you don't wear your wedding band to the pool? They asked Alex, and he goes, oh no, because Alex wears his, like, but he wears. So, I still cannot. This weight thing is such a trap. I feel like in this last week alone, I've gotten so many comments from people are like, Peter, this is looking really thin. I really appreciate that. One of my friends said something to me the other day, and she goes, I don't want to say anything about your weight. I said, you can say whatever you want to say about my weight. I said, people have been calling me fat for years. I said, if people want to say I look thin, I'm more power to it. I've been working my ass off to lose some weight. I've been working, like Paula Abdul said, I've been working my ass off to lose weight. I mean, I am walking, this week not so much, but I mean, I am, like, eating all the right things. Like, I am trying so hard. But it's so interesting when I get the comments about my weight. I don't know if it's, like, people that haven't watched my videos for a while or something. This is also the other interesting thing. Is, like, when the same person comments on all of my videos multiple days in a row. It's like, I appreciate that. Thanks for letting me know on multiple days in a row. Okay. But I really haven't lost any weight. This week is no different than last week. And I wish I could tell you that it was, but it's not. I mean, one of the things I notice is that, like, the walking is directly related to, like, when I'm walking so much more, especially on the days that I push myself. Like, I'm like if I'm at like an hour and 45 minutes and like just do 2.5 hours, like the next day I can, like, if I weigh myself, which I'm better at not weighing myself every day. But anyway, some of the shirts, babes, are still, some of the shirts, babes, are still gutted, okay? I'm just over it. And the wedding band, okay, which supposedly, not the wedding band, well, the wedding band, so this ring that I have right here, which is this Cartier Love ring that anybody can get, Alex bought for us, I don't know when, a couple years ago, for our anniversary in Las Vegas, because my original rings do not fit anymore because I've gained so much weight, okay? So, and this one is getting a little loose, but you can tell it's really not even that loose. So anyway, so our original engagement ring, which I got us, were from Tiffany's. They were these rings that Alex had seen. They look like wire meshing. Alex always wears it. If you see his rings in his picture, he always wears it. It's like a thicker ring than this. It's probably like 2 times as thick as this. It's a really, really cool ring. I have it upstairs where I keep this ring because I remember that the last time I could wear it, because it was Pride Day, oh my God, years ago, and I was 218 pounds. I don't know how I remember. I remember I got up that morning and I weighed myself and I was 218. I don't know how I remember that weight with the ring, but that was the last day that the ring fit me. Well, I'm below 218 pounds now, and the ring still doesn't fit. So, you know, your skin changes, inches, well, I don't know about all that kind of stuff, but this has just been slow. But I do feel better about things, you know? But anyway, my engagement ring, I try it about every 3 days, and it gets about this far, and I'm like, ugh. Like, I could wear it, but you would see, like, it would be like this, and then my finger would be, like, you know, like, all fat around it. And it would hurt to wear. I mean, it doesn't fit. Our wedding bands that we got, just to put this in perspective, when we got engaged, you know, my doctors had wanted me below 200 for, like, ever, right? I'm almost there. I will say that. I'm almost there. I just don't want to make it about all that. I'm just done online talking about all that. But I don't think it helped me to do that. But I mean, people have kept up with it, so I'll share it. I'm almost there. I noticed that, like, I think probably because of the walking, I noticed that, like, my legs, like, look muscular. And I do notice in my face, but I don't notice it really. It's really interesting. It's kind of angles because, like, on here, like, it looks like I'm thinner. But, like, in some pictures, I don't feel like I look thinner at all. I will tell you what's really interesting is that, like, almost nobody, and, like, nobody that I see in public ever really says anything about my weight. Like, they don't really ever say, like, oh, like, it's online. People say stuff, but, like, almost nobody in public ever says, like, oh my God, I can tell you you've lost weight or anything like that. So I guess I don't look like in person that I've lost a lot of weight. But, so when we got engaged, I was probably, I don't know, I was probably 180. No, I was probably 185. 181. I was probably 181. No, that was when we were working out every day. I don't know. But that Tiffany's ring fit me from whatever until 218. Okay. Won't fit me anymore. I'm well below 218, but I'm not below 200 yet. I wish I was. My doctors wish I was too. My doctors really want me at like 180, health-wise. And then, so for our wedding, Alex bought the wedding bands. They're just gold bands, but they're from Tiffany's. And he had them engraved inside with our anniversaries and our names and stuff like that. And the line from our wedding vows. That ring, I think, fit me that day. No, truly. It was kind of, and don't call me Truly Brown. He had gone to Tiffany's, and whatever my ring size was when I bought the engagement ring, so the engagement ring that we got was not like a ring like this. I don't really know how to explain it, but like it kind of over time like got bigger a little bit. You know, it wasn't like, I mean, our engagement rings were not $10,000 engagement. I think they were like the camera stopped. I think they were like $400, I don't know, $700 rings. I like them. I love the rings, but they weren't like super hardcore metal. Does that make sense? So like they've kind of like grown over time. So I think so he went there because he bought our bands for a wedding and surprised me with them, because I thought we were just doing the engagement rings. Because I bought us each one for our engagement. And so with our wedding bands, he got them and had them made and whatever. Well, he went and he got them for the size that I was. I don't know that that ring will ever fit me again, in all honesty. And the thing is, to get it sized, okay, to get the engagement ring sized, so it's wire meshing on the outside. I'll show you guys sometime. It will just, you can't size it. You can't size it up because it'll ruin the ring. This one also cannot be sized, the love bracelets, when we were told them, because, and you also shouldn't get it, like, what do you call it? Not waxed, what do you call it? Cleaned a lot, because it'll take this away. But if you size this up, it takes the love locks away from it, which why would you anyway? So anyway, so the engagement ring I can get sized. Well, the what do you call it? Shoot. The wedding bands, we could get sized, but the problem was if we get them sized, the inside engraving would change, and I didn't want to change that. And so it's like, it just looks like a gold band, but it's thinner than this, because we wanted really thin bands to go with our engagement ring. Alex wears all three. He doesn't actually, his gold love band that he got a couple years ago, because he got them both for us, his is not gold. I think his is like silver or something, because it matches, because our engagement ring color is like not gold, it's silver. I'm more of the gold person, he's more of like the silver person. I mean, I like both, but so but anyway, I still can't fit in that damn engagement ring. I want to so bad. Like, that's my goal. Like, my goal is not fitting into this, fitting into that. I mean, health-wise, my goal is my next doctor's appointment. I hope to God I am below 200 pounds, because I think my doctor's going to come out under his skin. I mean, I don't know. So anyway, but we'll save that for another day. We'll save that for another day. But I really, when I can fit in that engagement ring, and this is the thing, I never know when it's going to be, right? Because like, what I started wearing at like 185 pounds, but it fit me all the way up to like 218. I don't even think it was that loose at the end though, is the thing. So it could fit any day now. Although when I put it on, I know people are going to be like, put lotion in it, but I've done that. It fit. I can get the ring on. Like, I could get it on to wear it on a video. It would just be tight and it wouldn't be comfortable. And by the end of it, I'm telling you, I've worn it like for 10 minutes. And if I held up my hand, you guys know what I'm talking about that wear rings, okay? If I held up my hand after 10 minutes, these fingers would look normal. And this one from the ring up would be red. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? That's how it is. I want to be able to slip it off and on like this comfortably. So anyway, how did I get talking about that? I don't know. Anyway, I was talking about something. I don't remember what I was talking about. So today at brunch, okay, they had the blueberry crumble coffee, which I loved. I had the grilled cheese, ate the whole thing. Oh my God, I was so hungry today. The grilled cheese on the waffle and a cup of red lentil soup, and then I also had a glass of orange juice. So ever since I read, you know, Steve the Squirrel has not come back this whole time. Ever since I read The Life Impossible by Matt Haig, and in there, at the beginning of it, she talks about going to the market and getting like fresh squeezed orange juice and some like a lime. She drinks like gin and tonics while she's there, but she only allows herself to have like one a night. Obviously, I'm not going to start drinking gin and tonics again because I'm in recovery, so that's not going to happen. But she gets like a small bottle of gin. It's like, I don't even know, like Rose's gin or something like that. And then she gets like one lime. And it's like everything she buys, like she buys like one little baguette of bread. It takes place in Ibiza. But she talks about like how great the bread tastes and the orange juice is so fresh squeezed and all this kind of stuff. I don't know, it just really made me appreciate. Alex said it's supposed to rain for the next 10 days. He's like, it's supposed to be raining right now. That's what he said on the way to brunch. I was like, it is not supposed to be raining today. Look at this. Can you see the dark cloud skies up there? It's not really showing that, but it's, look. You probably are going to get some rain here later. So anyway, I'm like really into this orange juice phase again every week. But I have to tell you, so every day I allow myself, while I'm sitting out here listening to my audiobook, I allow myself to have like a little glass of orange juice. Because, first of all, it's super expensive. So, like, a little thing of it was like $6.99. I mean, not like I can't afford orange juice, but I don't want to be going through it like that. Plus, juice is super sugary. Oh, there's a little bird on Steve Squirrel's. I gotta fill, maybe I should fill that feeder up again. But the thing is, he just tosses it all on the ground. I gotta get a new bird feeder. They're not touching this green one at all. I don't know what's happened to that green one. They don't really ever go to the green one anymore. Anyway, so I had the grilled cheese. Alex had tomato soup, a bowl of tomato soup, and then he had the Cuban. He brought most of the Cuban home. He wasn't eating, or he wasn't hungry. And then we came home, and now I'm vlogging. And this vlog has been all over the place. And I thought this would be a very routine vlog today. I thought it was going to be that, but it's not. What was I going to say? I don't even honestly know how long I've been vlogging now. I have no idea. I do want to share this with you, though. This weekend has been so fantastic. I'm not going to do this every weekend. I think, you know, going forward, I think it's next Saturday he has a bridal shower. And I was like, oh, then I'll film videos next Saturday, right? I used to film a lot on the weekends. I used to film every day of the week. And then, I don't know, 6 months or a year ago, somebody on the vlog, it was one person. It's so strange how like one person can say something to me, it just kind of completely changes my perspective. But one person said something to me and said, you should just take the weekends off, except for like if you want to vlog, but even you can take the weekends off vlogging, but if you like to vlog, just do the vlogs on the weekend. And I had such a hard time with it at first. I was like, no, I don't want to do that, I don't want to do that. Part of it is this, okay? Number one, I have the easiest job in the entire world, okay? Like, you know, time to time I'll talk about, like, it's time consuming or I talk a lot. That's all true, okay? I have the easiest job in the entire world. The easiest job. I mean, I get to get up every day and do something that I love, pay my bills from it, have wonderful people like you that support me. It's an easy job, okay? I can only speak for myself, so I'm not going to compare myself to anybody else. I'm sure there are amazing editors out there and content creators and people planning this and people planning that and all kind of stuff. I watch TV shows and I take notes and I react to them. I sit in a chair and I just talk about my life. You know, and whenever I say this, there are people that will say to me like, well, not everybody can do that. I'm sure not everybody can. It doesn't make it any less. This is an easy job. Okay, I'm blessed to have this job. I'm fully aware of that. So it's not like I need this. I think sometimes like people get the, like when I say that, people will be like, oh, Peter needs a break from his really. I've never said that. Okay, I've never said that like I feel like my life is so difficult I need a break from it. I don't feel like that at all. I feel like my life is so easy. Whenever I'm talking to my friends, talk to any of my friends, like I'll say to Tanya, like I cannot say anything like you literally stand on your feet all day long at the kennel. Like I get it. I have a blessed life. I know that. I don't ever feel like I need a break from my break. That being said, if somebody wants to write me a check tomorrow for $100 million, I will surely take it. I don't, like, it's interesting to me, like, this attitude of, like, if tomorrow we just knew that, like, somebody's life was, like, they just sat at the pool all day long and just listened to music and read books and worked out and worked on their health and watched TV shows at night, like, would we fault them for that life? Is that jealousy when people make fun of that? Like, I don't know what that is, but I can tell you right now, like, when people say, like, I would never quit my job, I can't promise you that. I can't promise you that if I won $100 million tomorrow that my life would not look different. Now, do I think I would continue to make videos? 100%. I would continue to vlog. Would I film 7 videos a day? Maybe some days, not most days. Not most days, baby, especially in the summer, I wouldn't. You know what I mean? But like, oh my God, they're all going to the pool too. It looks like it's going to thunderstorm. But like, but then that's the question, right? Like, okay, but then you're doing something that you absolutely love. So even if you won $100 million, would it really change that anyway? Because I have like one of those kind of like jobs where it's like, if you want, oh, they're coming back from the pool. If you want $100 million, then it's like, well, what do you want to do? I mean, there are people that have $100 million that have YouTube channels. You know what I mean? I love this. I love this. I feel so blessed that this is my life, you know? So I don't ever feel like I need to have a break from it. But that being said, on the days that I film a lot, like I film 5 to 6 videos, I feel very productive. I have so much fun doing it. But I am kind of tired at the end of it, honestly, from just talking a lot and whatever. So just having had a weekend where I just like hung out with Alex and just watched TV shows and read a lot and all that kind of stuff and took a lot of naps, it's just been really nice. And I told, oh, the Cardinal's back. I told Alex last night, sitting on the sideways bird, oh no, wait, where's it going? I told Alex last night, I said, I just want to go back on vacation. Is that wrong? Like, I feel like like, if you say that online, if you feel like, if I said, I just want to be on vacation for the rest of my life, like, people are like, no, that's bad. You shouldn't say that. You want to be on vacation for the rest of your life? You should never say that. But, like, with my girlfriends talking on the phone, like, I'll be like, girl, I just want to be on vacation. And they'll be like, oh, didn't you just get back from vacation? Yes, I'm ready to go again. Me too. Like, why? I feel like that's an honest statement. Like, I don't know why we should be faulted for that. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, I love being home. Oh, this is what I was going to say. I love being home, but I love being on vacation too. I kind of love staycations a lot. So this is, okay, this brings me to the point that I really wanted to start this whole vlog with. Which was, I was standing in the kitchen last night, and I was listening to my audiobook. I finished last night, book 1 of the Woodsy Cozy Comfy, that one. Gave it 4 stars. It was fantastic. All these birds and stuff are coming around, the cardinals on that bird feeder. I don't think that's the smartest cardinal in the world, because he keeps on coming to that bird feeder that Steve the Squirrel has. Do you guys want to see the cardinal? As soon as I turn this around, it's going to go away. I know this. The cardinal always does this, but he keeps on going to the bird feeder that Steve is trying to empty out, or has emptied out, and there's like no bird feed in it. And I don't know why that's the one he keeps on going to. Where is it not focusing? Hold on a second. Okay, the treadmill, the tripod is halfway on the desk. Okay. Can you even see it from there? Oh, it's floating around the other. Oh. As soon as I got it focused, the damn bird flew away. Well, let's see a little finch, or whatever that is over there on the finch feeder. Since I took all... Oh, there's the cardinal. The cardinal just came back. Look. It's on the... Do you see it there? There you go. Now you're eating out of the right one. That one's full. I need to check that one. Maybe the food's not coming out of the bottom or something like that. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so... I don't know where I should start this story. So, when I was growing up... Okay, my mom had this friend of hers when I was growing up. This is one of my mom's best friends in life. Do you guys remember that song? Oh, 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 oh! She's drinking out of the water bottle! Oh my god, the cardinal is in the water bottle! Well, I'm sitting here talking about one of my mom's best friends of life. I cannot believe it. He's like literally sitting on... Oh my god, can you guys see it? He's like sitting on the water bottle, or the water thing. Wow. He's drinking out of it. Okay, you have no idea. Oh my god. Oh! Oh, you want to talk about a God moment. Oh my god. That just made me so happy. And I'm sitting on top of this pillow because the chair just... Okay, when I stood up, the pillow fell down and this pillow fell down and I'm sitting on top. You guys, that made me so happy. Oh my god, that made me so happy. They like my little water. They know what it's for. They understand it. Oh, and then this little bird came over here. Well, hi, little bird. I gotta put my other bird stuff out today. Okay, especially since it's supposed to rain, and then my neighbors tell me that the rainwater is good for the bird baths, all kind of stuff. Okay, so when I was growing up, my mom had this friend, her entire life, she had this friend. And my mom's friend she just was really cool, but not like, I don't know, she just was like a really like, oh, I think my neighbors, they're back from church camp. She posted all the pictures. I need to talk to them about our door inside, but I think they're bringing in groceries or something. So my mom's friend she had 2 kids too, that were like family friends when I was growing up. We were all really, really close. Although they ended up going to like they spent a lot all summers with their dads and stuff like that. So I didn't see them a lot in the summer. So my mom and I would go over there. She lived here in town for a long time. She lived here in town. And so she was like one of my mom's closest friends. And we would go visit her at her house. And she lived in an area of Indianapolis, which most people in Indianapolis don't refer to this as that, but it's called Arden. It's called Butler Arden. Well, Butler is a university. Arden is the area around it. And it's like where my mom grew up. It's like, my mom grew up at 52nd and Central. So it's like Broad Ripple, call it South Broad Ripple, Sobro area. It's all these cute little houses that are around the Butler University campus. So adorable in there. It's like where a lot of like, kind of like artsy, young, today, like 30 to 40-year-old families starting new. Like, but let's, it's very expensive to live in there now. It's also like, it's on the edge of Meridian Kessler, which Meridian Kessler in Indianapolis is like the homes, or like, it's when you drive down Old Meridian, it's like, the homes can be like $10 million, maybe not that much, I don't know, $5 million. They're huge. They're like, it's like where the governor's mansion is and stuff like that. But this borders that. And they're smaller houses. They're like almost like little bungalows. But now they're probably worth like, oh, maybe Meridian Kessler is $10 million. I don't know, because those are probably like 1.5 to like 2 million in this area. 800,000 minimum. And you're talking for 800,000, you're talking probably 800 to 1,000 square feet with like a little brick backyard, a little small fenced in backyard of like maybe like 300 feet. Really cute neighborhood, but it would be like mixed brick, Chateau Normandy kind of looking, kind of like house in the front, fireplace in the kitchen, fireplace in the living room, fireplace in the bedroom, little small staircase going upstairs. Very unique homes. I'm describing her house kind of right now. But when we would go to her house, back then it wasn't super expensive, and she worked at Butler, so it was real close to her, and she would walk, she was a professor at Butler, so she would walk to Butler and stuff like that. So, but I remember going to her house, and I loved it. And she was, like, very cool, but she was also, like, I can just remember sitting on her couch and her reading, like, me and her kids, like, books and stuff like that. She was just a safe place for me. But I can remember when we would go to her house, and she would, like, have fresh flowers everywhere. And at night, like, there was always, like, it wasn't just one candle lit, it was, like, 10 candles lit. And she would have the whole house, like, low lit, and it was just candles everywhere. On the back patio, if they were sitting out there, she used to have this little, like, it was like this table, but it was, like, a small little table with 2 little chairs on this little brick patio out back. And she and my mom would sit out there for hours. I mean, I look back on that and I think, that must have been so uncomfortable, you know? But I just remember her house, and, like, so her living room was so small. I remember she had, like, this chair and ottoman, and then, like, a TV, and then the fireplace, and then there wasn't even, like, a full couch. It was, like, this little love seat. And then on the other side, there was, like, the window that looked out was, like, right out next to this room. Who was out there talking? My neighbor's talking to somebody. But, like, then the living room was really small. I mean, it was literally, like, the size of this front porch. And then right next to it was, like, the front door with, like, the banister and stuff like that. Oh, it's one of my neighbors. Were they at the pool? I'm going to ask them really quick. I'm going to stop this. I'm going to ask them really quick about, and I'm also going to get another battery because this battery, what time is it? Oh, it's, okay. I'm going to get another battery because this battery's at the halfway mark. I'm going to ask them really quick about the window people, and then I will be back in 2 and 2. Okay, I'm back. I have been gone for a while now. It is currently 5:07. So my plan was, I think I started this, like, wasn't it right around 3:30? My plan was, like, start this at 3:30, be done by 4:30. Alex and I were going to be inside catching up on our shows, and I was going to go to the pool for an hour. Anyway, this has not been a day. So I went out to talk to them. I was talking to them about the church camp and stuff like that. Well, actually, when I walked over there, somebody asked them about getting the patio doors done. And so when I walked out there, it's like a Unitarian church camp, so it's not like... So when I went out there, I was like, this little light of mine. They started laughing. She goes, what are you doing? I go, did you speak in tongues at church camp? So I was like, anyway. But we were talking, we were catching up, and I was asking about the door. She said her door sticks. She's like, I don't know that I would recommend it. So Caroline has a recommendation of somebody that she'll use. Caroline's recommendations, though, are always a little bit more expensive, but she always has good recommendations. So they're like, you should probably just go with your cousin's recommendation. So I'm going to get the recommendation from Caroline. But then they were like, if it's rotted, if the wall is rotted, then the management company does have to fix that, and you need to do that before you put the wall in. But we can't even get out our back patio right now unless you take the door and put it out, which then requires, like, turning off the alarm and doing all anyway. So I said, to her husband, I said, can you just go when you get a chance, when you're out there with the dog? He's like, I'll just look at it and text you. But then he was asking me about, did they ever come out here and fix this? And then he was like, and you know, your other thing is leaking down there too. And I was like, I have emailed so many times, like, I don't know what to do anymore. And he goes, okay, I'm going to step in. I'm going to get involved in this. So he's going to get involved with getting our drainage situation fixed here, because I don't know. And then they were like, oh my God, she looked over my shoulder. She goes, there's a cardinal drinking out of your. I said, oh my God, that's my mom's casserole dish from like the late 60s, early 70s in Chicago. She goes, my neighbor goes, your mother would love that so much. Okay, so anyway, the story I was telling, I gotta wrap this up because I was wanting to be done with this earlier and just kind of hanging out and stuff. So anyway, but I'm having so much fun today. This has been just the perfect weekend. This has just been ideally like the perfect weekend. It's just been a really summery weekend. I don't know how to explain it any more than that, but just like a really, really summery weekend. And just a really nice weekend and all that kind of stuff. Hold on a second, I wanted to check something really, really quick. What was I gonna say? Okay. Oh, kind of itchy. Was I telling a story about my mom's? I do want to say this really quick. You know, like I try to do my best to respond to like direct messages. Like I'm not active on Twitter or X at all. I haven't been for a very long time over there. I don't ever respond to like Facebook, stuff like that, ever, really. I'm not on Facebook really at all. If people want to direct message me on Instagram is the place to direct message me. I try to do my best to respond, or at least to let people, I feel like I talked about this like 2 weeks ago, and I said to somebody, I said, you know, like, sometimes people get a little upset or whatever if I don't respond to them, but I said, in all honesty, I probably get like, consistently a lot of direct messages. And the thing is that some people direct message me, and I love it. I think it's great, right? But some people message me throughout the entire day. Like a meme here, a TV show there. Oh, I was just thinking of you. I love it, right? But for me to respond to, I mean, it's not just 3, okay? It's hundreds literally every day, which is great, and I appreciate that. What I don't appreciate is when people get a little kind of like weirdly demanding of me and like will say something like, why haven't you responded, or something like that, and then I feel bad, and then I'll say something like, hey, I try to get back, and I usually say the same thing, like I try to get back to all the messages and whatever, and then we'll say something, I don't know, and then they'll say something kind of like, I don't know, I just do my best, and in all honesty, like, other people that I talk to that are on YouTube and TikTok consistently, they don't respond to their DMs almost at all, hardly at all. Like, when I'll say something about, like, oh, whatever. Here's the other thing, and I want to make this very, very clear. I'm not getting into a whole history lesson today about what I've gone through in my past online, but the people that I talk to, like Marissa that I talk to, or there's several people, Stacy that I talk to in DMs. There's many people that, and they all know too. Like they might send me three memes, and I might just put LOL, or I might not respond forever. And everybody always is like, Peter, we know you're busy. We know that you can't just respond to us right away. We just want to send you that stuff. I send memes to my friends that don't respond, and I don't respond sometimes. I just think that's kind of the world. To get really hurt, I do my best, okay? But I'm not going to feel bad about it anymore, because I did for a long time. But I also vet people out. I just want to make this real clear. I vet people out. If I'm going to have any kind of if we're going to have any kind of interchange, I'm going to vet you out, okay? So if you've got your account locked up and you don't have no posts and you just started your account a month ago and I can't see who you follow, or you follow a bunch of people that you know that I like, anyway, if it doesn't connect, there's not going to be a conversation. I'm just going to tell you that right now, okay? Like, when I'm telling you about the people that I talk to on here, like, they're real people, okay? Like, I have seen their Facebooks. I have seen their Instagrams. I have to be very protective of my safe space. I share a lot online, okay? I share a lot online. I am at the point now when, like, if somebody starts following me and they follow 7 people, and I'm not saying I do this across the board, but they follow 7 people and they've changed their name on their account 6 times, because you can see that stuff, and all this kind of stuff, and they followed me and liked 10 of my pictures, I block them immediately. I don't care. I just block them immediately, because part of it is that people steal my pictures. That's part of it too. But I have recently gotten some messages from people that are like, if I don't like what I'll do is like if I get a new request from somebody, I'll accept it, and then you can see I've seen your messages, right? And then I've gotten some messages from people, somebody will say something like, I can't believe I messaged you and you didn't respond. And then I feel bad, and I'll be like, I'm so sorry, like, I try to do my best to get in all the messages, you know, whatever. But I'm going to tell you this right now, okay? I went through this thing on my videos where, I'm just going to tell this story. This is just one of the stories, right? I went through this thing for a while where there was like this gal, I don't even know the reality of who she was at this point. But she had started so many variations of her same account, and she just would flood my comment sections with videos, just flood, or with my video with comments, right? And then she'd be like, she'd DM me, but it would be on like it was weird. I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't like on accounts that like I say, DM me on Instagram, okay? But like it was. Anyway, and then it would start on like my Peter Watches TV Instagram. And I'm like, why are you doing it here? And then I'm like, real nice, because I know that you comment on a lot of my videos. And then I'd be like, I don't know. It just was sketch to me. And I even mentioned to a couple of my friends, Tony was like, no, that's sketchy. You just need to block that person, whatever. Like everybody that I know, if there's like even like just an inch of sketchiness, they just block them. They don't, I feel bad about that stuff. I do, right? Well, I started asking this person, I was like, you don't have a profile picture, like, I don't, like, you have no private pictures, like, whatever, because she would just, like, bombard me with messages and emails and all this kind of stuff, right? And then I was like, whatever, and then all of a sudden, just one day, she gone. She's not commenting on my videos anymore, no Instagram, I looked at her Instagram, poof, it's gone, it doesn't exist anymore. Well, like a week later, I notice all of a sudden, there's another account, okay, that's, the behavior's the same with the commenting on my videos and the constant DMs and emails, but it's a completely different name. Very demanding though, right? And I'm like, just listen, okay? I am not going to have a conversation with you. I might say LOL, or if you want to send me a picture of a bunny rabbit in your yard, I might be like, that's cute, and I appreciate that, and I love that. But if you have got your shit so locked down that I cannot see it, and I can't see who you follow, because it's real easy for me, I'll be honest with you. When I go look and I see who somebody like follows, and they follow like me, and then like every other person they follow is somebody that like I've talked about in drama videos and whatever, I'm like, oh, this is somebody that don't like me, okay? Like, I'm confusion about this, right? Like, and they follow like just 10 people. They don't follow no family members. They don't follow like some grocery store they go to. They don't follow some rescue dog. They don't follow nothing, okay? No movie star, nothing. It's just like me and 5 people I've talked about on drama. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't get it, okay? But anyway, but like, if I'm going to have a conversation, like Mare knows this, okay? Mare shares very personal stuff with me. She's talking to me about home renovations, and we talk about, I mean, Mare knows me. I know Mare. Marissa has shared a lot of things with me. Stacy and I have talked. She was in the book club. I could see Stacy's face on the video. I knew who she was. She sent me pictures of her and her kids on, you know, out walking and stuff like that. I know who these people are, all right? And I'm not saying that I know them. I don't know them. You know, I never met them in person. But as much as you can trust somebody online, I trust them from that point of view. And I'm not saying that I don't trust most of you out there that watch my videos. But all I'm saying is, when you ain't got no profile picture, okay, or it's of your ear or something like that, and you follow a bunch of people that don't even make no sense, I can't find nothing about you out that shows that you are a real human being, no, I'm not going to have a conversation with you. And please don't get demanding of me, because I will just block it immediately. It is really, I share so much of myself online that it is really important for me to protect my privacy. And I think that sometimes that's missed on people when people will say like, why don't you tell us in advance that you're going on vacation? Like, why do you need to know that? Like, I don't need to tell anybody that I'm going on vacation. If there are things that I do, it's because it's been a problem in the past, okay? When I would say, I'm leaving tomorrow morning, shit would go down, okay? When I would say things about doctor's appointments, shit would go down. That's why I don't say stuff like that anymore, all right? And I've had to be very, very careful about that. I don't talk about it as much online anymore. It still happens. It's still something that I deal with. I have just found that it is easier for me and my husband and my friends and my family for me not to address it online anymore, okay? But what I'm not going to deal with is And then I'm like, well, if I block this person because they're saying something nasty to me, then all of a sudden it's going to blow up and, oh, Peter blocked me because A, B, and C. Like, somebody left this comment on my video the other day and said something to the effect of, I'm like, do I really want to bring this up? Somebody brought this comment. They commented on my video the other day. I'm sure, I know some of you out there, because some people message me like, Peter, did you see this comment in your video? Somebody left me this comment about certain things, like why I want to address certain things in my video. And I'm like, I have addressed those things on my videos. For years, I've addressed those things in my videos. But then I go and I look, and she said, her comment was something like, as a longtime follower of yours. I look, as a longtime follower, that was the first comment she had ever made. And then said, compared me to somebody that I criticize on my drama channel. I was like, oh, I get this. So you're a lover of this person, so now you're taking it over here. But if I block that person, then what it turns into is he blocks anybody that doesn't want to hear the truth. But baby, that ain't what this channel's for. Okay, this is my vlog channel. So I'm saying this right now, and I'm not going to say this for a while. It is my right to protect my peace. I share a lot of stuff online, okay? There are reasons why I don't talk about certain things that I do throughout the day. There are reasons why I don't talk about certain friends of mine. There are reasons why I don't tell you everything that's going on with Tanya Jane, okay? My friend Tanya Jean has had horrific shit happen to her in her life. She has been hospitalized since I have been on this channel, and I have never mentioned it out of fear that people would try to contact the hospital. And that's a really sad thing that I can't even share, that I am going through a really hard time because I am so fearful for a friend of mine, or that Nikki is going through something, or Mel, or a family member of mine. There have been things that my father has gone through, or Caroline has gone through, that I have never shared online out of fear that somebody, and it still happens, okay? It still happens. And so I'm protective of my peace. So going forward, I'm just going to make this real clear, okay? If you come out of pocket and say something, listen, you have a right to your opinion. But if you're going to come directly at me or be pissed because I don't respond to a comment immediately, or you want to act some weird behavior, listen, nobody's really, there's one person right now that I'm kind of looking at in the Instagram DMs. Other than that, I'm not talking about anybody. Whenever I say this, then there's that one person that comes out and they want to scare everybody, right? And then they go, oh, he's threatening his audience. I'm not threatening nobody. There's nobody that I'm talking to right now. I've already taken care of, it's already been taken care of, all of it, okay? But I'm just saying, in the future, I ain't going to make no apologies about it, okay? And if people want to go and talk about it and say, oh, Peter Monn blocked a bunch of people, I did. I did, to protect my privacy and to protect my safety, 100%. And I'm not even going to feel sorry about it anymore. I'm not going to make excuses about it. And I know that there's one of you out there, Stacy's probably watching this and being like, didn't Peter say this 3 years ago? I did. I feel like if I don't say it, okay, somebody's gonna be like, oh, Peter blocked. I mean, it's like, I don't know why people all the time can block people, but if I do it, it's like a big deal. But anyway, I just want to say that because I am kind of feeling kind of bad. But anyway. So let's get back to what I was saying about last night. So I'm standing in the kitchen, right? I don't know what all that was. That was needed, I guess, but we'll just move on from all that. So, and you know, and I just want to say this one thing too, that I think that's kind of a sad statement, that because I have had, you know, because I was in this horrific car accident and somebody died, and I asked, I said, please do not use these people's pain or what I have gone through to hurt other people, to hurt me indirectly. People still did it. And I have, you know, I try to be as protective as I can, and I try to do this, and it's like, I think somebody's coming back from the pool or something. You know, it's kind of sad that, like, I am forced into a position where they're having a very serious conversation, these kids. It's kind of sad that I'm forced into a position that, like, I mean, does it make any of you out there sad that, like, I mean, I'm not going to say who, but that, like, I had a very close friend of mine that was in the hospital for a while. I was worried about, I mean, that I could never share about what was going on. I mean, that's sad to me, right? Like, I don't share a lot. There's a lot of things, when I say there's a lot of things I don't share on here, there's a lot of things I don't share. I don't share medical stuff. I don't share a lot of family stuff. Most family stuff I never share on here. I don't share, like, I mean, like my dad, my stepmom have had medical stuff. I've never shared that on here. None of it. Never shared it. you know, and if my dad was sitting here, he'd be like, share it, I don't care. You know, but it's like a protectiveness of it. Before I ever take a picture with somebody, the couple in Portugal, before I posted their picture, I said, do you care if I post it? I said within 20 seconds, there is somebody out there that hates me so much that they're going to know everything about you. They're going to look you up. They're going to figure you out. They're going to look at your Instagram. They're going to know where you work. They're going to know everything about you within 20 seconds. And they said, people are that obsessed. And then they compare it to that I have a drama channel. I have a drama channel. I've never gone to those lengths. Ever. Have I ever gone to those lengths? Ever. It's bizarre behavior. So yeah, so I have to be very protective of that. But this is just me kind of saying, like, I'm not doing that anymore. Like, I'm not going to say it anymore. Every time I say that, then I do it again. Anyway, I guess I feel like I'm kind of just directly talking to this one gal. Like, if you get blocked, don't be surprised, okay? Because you're acting weird on the Instagram. I'm just saying that, okay? So anyway. Look, I could give you a specific example, but I don't really want to do it. Anyway, we'll just kind of see how it kind of unfolds. What is going on? I mean, I just can't imagine, like, in all honesty, and I'm just trying to think of somebody, like, on my level that's, like, that I, like, watch or something. Like, you know, I message a lot of these rescue dog people, and I can't imagine, like commenting to, like, Big Marvis. Like, she's responded to me a couple times with, like, blue hearts and stuff like that. But, like, her mom, I can't believe, like, I can't imagine, like, messaging her and being like, I can't believe that you never responded to one of my messages. And then me responding, and her responding and being like, hey, I'm really sorry, I get, like, a lot of messages, I do the best that I can. And then me responding to her and being like, it's not good enough. Like, what? And you don't think that's weird? Like, anyway. Okay, so, the bugs. The bugs are on fire. Come and drink the water underneath the tree. Okay. So last night, I'm standing in the kitchen. So my mom had this really cool friend, okay? And loved her living room, loved her little Christmas tree in front of she had this little bookcase in the corner, but then she would always have all these books stacked up everywhere, which reminded me of, like, my friend's, well, later, my friend's sister lived in London, and we went to visit her, and she had all these books stacked up over all the place, and it reminded me of that. And she always had all these books, and so we would go to her house. It would just be, like, one lamp, and, like, there was a very small dining room, so you'd go, like, okay, you'd walk in, and it was, like, staircase, long, narrow staircase up to the second floor, and it was like bathroom, bedroom, real small. And then when you walked in, it was like, went back, and then to the left was like this little living room that I was describing, and then small little dining room, and then kitchen, and then the kitchen went into back, and that was it again. It was real small, it was real cute. And so, but when you would, she only had like one lamp, like in the dining room. And so the whole house would just kind of be lit up by this one lamp. It was such an adorable house. And it was decorated with all these bright colors. And she had like all of these like candles and stuff everywhere, and flowers, and just books everywhere, and always like some old movie on the TV. And we would just sit there. It was always so cozy. And I just felt like, if there was a house in heaven, this is what it's like. It just felt alive. Have you ever been to somebody's house that feels lived in and alive, right? And it was a little messy. It wasn't super clean, but it wasn't like horribly messy. And, you know, you'd look down and she'd have like on the coffee table, she'd have like some fresh flowers, and she'd have like a magazine, and, you know, she'd have like a folded over crossword puzzle and like some novel she was reading, a book of poetry, and, you know, it'd have a coffee stain on the cover of it. And I was standing in the kitchen last night, and all the candles were lit. I was making a cup of coffee. Marissa, the coffee that I was telling Nikki about it last night, that coffee from Hawaii is so good. And so I was making a cup of that coffee. Wow, these bugs. And I was just standing there, and I had like taken all these books I had read, because I had like a stack of books I've read, a stack of books that I'm reading, down to the basement. So I cleaned that little area off over there. And I just like looked around her, and our house is just, it's not perfect by any means. And I just was like, in that moment, I just remembered back, her name was Vicki. And I was like, oh my God, this reminds me of Vicki's house. And I was like, you know, it's so funny that sometimes you don't know till much. You always think, like when I was talking about the dog thing, right? Like you always think you need so much more than what you really need. And like in that moment last night, and Alex was upstairs, and he was watching, what do you call it? He's started that new season, Love Island. He's watching. I could hear him laughing, and the fan's going upstairs, and I had the fan downstairs going with the candles, and I thought, I have everything I want right here. Like, I have everything I want right here, you know? It's like perfect. It was just magic. I would love to have a dog, but other than that, it was like everything was perfect. So last night, when I got done with everything, Alex and I watched, well, he had a girlfriend of hers, so it was her, that Liz, right, he works with, that she's the one that's married to the guy that I went to high school with. She lives like 2 blocks from us. So she kept on like texting him because it was her dad's birthday, and they had got the mariachi singer that Alex's aunt and uncle, so she wanted a mariachi singer from her dad because her dad's from Mexico. So she was like, to ask Alex, where'd your aunt get that mariachi singer? So he like gave him the number. So it was the same mariachi singer was coming to her house. So she kept on saying, you guys should come over, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I'm staying in. I want to be in the house. So he was like, okay. So he was like, well, do you care if I run over there later? I said, you can run over there now. Whenever you run over there is when I'm taking my nap. But we ended up watching RuPaul's Drag Race, which was great this week. And then we got totally caught up on Atlanta. And then we watched 2 episodes of Miami. And then after that, it was like 9:30. And she was like FaceTiming him because like they were doing the mariachi singer and stuff like that. I said, babe, go over there. He's like, you don't care? And I was like, no, not at all. I'm going to go take a nap. Go over there. So he went over there last night. And he was like, well, what time are you getting up for your nap? I said, babe, stay over there as long as you want. I don't really care. I'm going to get up and read, and I'm going to watch some shows anyway. He's like, no, blah, 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 whatever. So I said, I'm probably going to get up at like 11:30. So I set my alarm for 11:30. My alarm goes off and he walks in 2 minutes later. I said, babe, you could have stayed over there later. But anyway, so then he came home and he was watching Love After Lockup. And I came downstairs, talked to Nikki, talked to Tanya, talked to somebody else. I can't remember who. And then I finished that book last night. So I finished that Leslie Byron book. Here, let's look it up. I gave it 4 stars. It was really good. For a cozy mystery, 4 stars is a lot for me. I don't know that I've ever, like the Janet DeLeon ones, A Very Woodsy Murder. So then I just started book 8 in the Camps and Criminals series by Tanya Kappas. And it is called Assailants, Asphalt, and Alibis. It's really short. Like on Audible at 2 times 5 speed, which is really slow for this Audible. It's an hour and 45 minutes. It's really short, so I'll probably finish that tonight. And then Nikki was telling me about a book that I ended up buying last night. She said it's written by somebody that she listens to or something. I literally just bought it. Not started. So I bought like 10 books last night on Audible. Night Watcher by Daphne Woolsencroft. She said it just came out. July 8th, 2025. Yeah. I don't know who that person is, but supposedly it's supposed to be really, really good. So this is that, and I just bought that on Audible. So I'll probably start listening to that tonight. So anyway, I finished that book and started the next one. And then I was like, so Nikki, I got her to start watching the show that Tanya told me to watch, which is called The Glass Dome. Okay, I had it kind of figured out halfway through, I will say that, but it didn't ruin it that I had it figured out. Oh, this bug. I had it figured out like halfway through. But that didn't bother me. It was fantastically done. 6 episodes, binge-worthy. Finished that last night. And then it was getting so late because I had read and stuff like that. So then I watched, I finished the first episode of Ozark. I did go back and watch a little bit of the beginning of it again, and then I watched it. I really liked it. So I'm committed to Ozark now. I added actually to my weekly list, not Dexter, but that's coming. I think I'm going to watch Dexter in the fall. So I added to my weekly list last night, Grey's Anatomy, Ozark, and Virgin River. And I also want to watch Outer Banks. Has anybody watched Outer Banks? I want to watch Outer Banks. But I'm going to watch, I think my plan is to watch Ozark first, and then Outer Banks. That's my plan. And then what else was I going to say? I don't remember. But that was last night, and it was so nice. I had such a nice night last night. And then I went to bed, and yeah. It gets, I ordered some blankets last night. Not those Lola blankets. Does anybody like those Lola blankets? I've seen a couple people online talk about them, and then my cousin Caroline, she really likes them, but they're very expensive. So I think she got one at Costco, though, on sale. But I got, like, the the cheap version of the low list. I bought 2 of them last night. We have a bunch of blankets in the corner, but this one that I had, somebody actually sent us. It's really a comfortable blanket. It's like from Scentsy or something like that, or maybe Alex got it like in a gift exchange last year or something. But that was the blanket. So it gets so cold downstairs. So like I have the air conditioning. Who is texting me? I have no idea what this is about. So, what was I saying? What was I just talking about? I just totally forgot what I was talking about. Going to bed. Oh, the air conditioning. So downstairs, I have it set to like 74, 73, because it's so, even at 73 or 74, I have to have a blanket on downstairs. But upstairs, it is like hot. Like Alex, I come upstairs and he's like, babe, please turn the air conditioning down. So I try to turn it down for him like to 70. The other problem is, the previous years we've always kept it at 68, but halfway through the summer, like it freezes over and then we have to have the air conditioning guys come out here and fix it and stuff like that. So I try to keep it about 70. If it's really hot, 69, but I try to keep it about 70 throughout the day. But at night, the downstairs gets so cold. So I ordered these blankets last night. But anyway, I don't know who this person is that sent me this very cryptic. Oh, I was like, recovery talk is kind of weird sometimes. So anyway, yeah, and then I went to bed last night, slept great, but I woke up with anxiety. Had a great nap last night, but woke up with anxiety. So I don't know what the anxiety's about, but tomorrow I got a haircut. Just this one. I'm going to go just this one. Just cut that one. So tomorrow I'm getting my haircut, and then I'm gonna come home and film a bunch of videos. Alex said it's supposed to rain like the next 10 days. Is that for real the truth though? Is that for real the truth though? Where am I at on time? Oh my god, am I almost at the 30-minute mark again? Oh my god, I'm at 28 minutes. Okay. Let's look at the daily schedule really quick. Oh my god, and why an ad for some game that I'm never gonna play? Okay. Can we just get to the weather? Just the weather, ma'am. Just the weather. Just the facts, man. How do I get off this? It's wanting me to play Royal Kingdom. How do I get out of this? Get me out of this! I'm losing time. Look, it's just doing this Royal Kingdom thing. I can't even get out. Fail, it said. Of course it's fail. I don't want to play this. No, I want out. Let me out. I want to look at the weather. Why won't it let me out of this app? What is going on, you stupid weather app? Okay, let's get in here, the weather app. Okay, daily. No, tomorrow it's going to be 87, partly cloudy. Tuesday, 88, mix of clouds and sun in the morning. Thunderstorms. Wednesday, rain, cloud, showers. Thursday, showers. Friday, thunderstorms. Saturday. But, you know, Indiana, it could change in a heartbeat. Ooh, in the 90s next week. So, anyway, I'm going to get off here now. I hope you guys are having a magically... You know what? Yesterday people were like saying they really liked the thumbnail of me, just a smiling thumbnail. I should do one. I don't know. What should I do? Just like sitting on the ground or something? Anyway, I hope you guys are having a magically amazing Sunday. If nobody else has told you this today, that's going to be my thumbnail. Hold on. If nobody else has told you this today, I'll never remember where I put the thumbnail, so it's pointless anyway. I love you guys. I hope you have a fantastic beginning to your week. I hope you're getting rested, rejuvenated, relaxed, and renewed for the week ahead. I literally have 15 seconds, so I'm getting off here now. I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye. Love ya. Happy summer. I forgot what I was going to say. And happy birthday, Lena. Bye. Love ya.